Hi, everyone. It's Sophia Bierman, Psychic Medium. I'm going to have a guest on here. His name is Jim Santo. Um, Everybody should know who I am. My name is Sophia Bierman. I'm a Psychic Medium. I do have my Vox box on. The spirits are already talking to me. And I apologize. My dogs are barking over here. It's Sunday, as you all know. And I'm just going to say hi to anybody can chime in. But I have a guest coming on. His name is Jim Santo. Jim, if you're there, can you type? Okay, he is there. I apologize. We tried to get him onto YouTube, or I'm sorry, onto Zoom, and we had a technical error. So seems the norm lately, and I apologize for that. Jim and I have been chatting lately over a couple of things. He has kind of a unique thing going on with his family. When he first contacted me, I told him not to tell me too much, and I first thought he had a fishing pole, but then I let him know that there was a cane. It's a very old cane that's in his father's possession. It's kind of twisty and curly, the colors that are on it. He had touched it. So I gave Jim, I shouldn't say told, I don't like using that word. I gave him a couple recommendations what he should do. But Jim wants to contact some people today, his mother. First, I want to do that. And Jim, you're there. He said hi to me. And Jim, can you give me your mother's name, please? Can you type it for me? Okay. Can you give me your mom's name, Jim? Judy Santo. Okay. And I do have my box on here, and everybody knows what that kind of looks like, or they should know. And what I'm going to do is lay down the law again for the spirits so they can, yeah, and I do have the Bluetooth on today too, so it comes through more clear because sometimes people can't hear it. So I'm going to give the spirits and whatever else is out there in the other realm so they know who can talk to me and who can't. Again, this is Sophia Bierman. Spirits, only spirits can come through and talk to me, nobody or nothing else. So I have James Santo here. He's looking for his mother, Judy Santo. So, Judy Santo, my name is Sophia Bierman. I'm a psychic medium. Judy, I want you to come forward. Your son is here. He'd like to talk to you. Judy Santo, can you come forward? If you can't talk, can you play some music to confirm that you're with us? Spirits, can you help bring Judy Santo forward? A lot of times this takes about 15 minutes to bring them forward. Calling Judy Santo. Judy Santo, your son misses you. He wants to talk to you. .com. And Jim, you're going to have to confirm that that's her voice. Obviously, I've never heard her. So there was a woman that came through. Do you know if that was her voice or not, Tim? Jim, did you hear that voice? Was that her or not? Okay. Calling Judy Santo. Can you please come forward and speak with me and your son? I have James Santo here. He misses you and he wants to talk to you. Please come forward. Judy Santo, please come forward. Spirits, help bring her forward. Judy Santo. Judy Santo, please come forward. Okay. Judy, you're here? Jim, did you hear that? Again, when we do this, we ask them to play music to confirm that they're here. Okay, so she can't speak. So when we do this, we ask them to play music that they're here. So obviously she played music or somebody did for her that she's here. So do we have any questions you want to ask her, Jim? If you want to type them, I will ask her. Because she's going to have to learn how to speak. They use energy to speak. Judy Santo, your son wants to know how you are. Are you okay? If you're okay, could you play some music or say yes? Judy Santo, are you okay? Now we know that wasn't Judy. Judy Santo, are you okay? Your son wants to know how you're doing. Yeah, to you that is, I'm used to that. Like I said, when I do normal sessions, I get about 10 or 12 different spirits coming through. Remember, you got to work, they're on the same airway. Judy, honey, can you come through and talk to me, please? Calling Judy Santo. Your son wants to know how you are. Are you okay? If you're okay, can you play some music to confirm it? Or can you try to speak, please? Spirits, can you help Judy Santo? Obviously, I don't think nobody's ever talked to her before. Judy Santo, please come forward. Don't be afraid of me. I'm here with your son. He's typing on the computer. I'm a psychic medium. Spirits, can you help Judy Santo, please? Bring her forward so she can talk to me so I can relay messages to her son, James. Judy, your son said he's at your house right now, Mom. Can you please talk to me, Judy? He misses you very much. He's in your room. Judy Santo, can you please answer? Judy, are you still here with me? Can you play some music to confirm you're still here with me? Judy, please come forward. Judy Santo, please come forward. Can you play some music to confirm you're here with me yet? Okay. Judy Santo, do you want to talk to your son, Jim? Can you say yes or play some music to confirm you want to talk to your son? Judy? Judy, you don't have to be afraid. Okay, you other spirits, you need to back off.
You get threat.
Yeah, you need to stop. I'm looking for Judy Santo. Her son is here. I want to hear from Judy Santo. If you spirits can help bring her forward so her son, Jim, can talk to her, we'd appreciate it, okay? Can you help us? She probably doesn't know how to talk yet. Judy, can you come forward, please? Can you try to talk to us, please? This is what I know other people are watching. This is what I'm talking through, so don't think I'm talking up to the side by myself. Yeah, you want to be heard too? What is your first name? Now, Jim, you're looking for a couple other people? Your mom might be just standing there, but who else are you looking for, Jim? Your aunt and your grandmother? Can you type me their names? Okay, that's your aunt, Jeannie Corey. Okay. And Catherine Santo is your grandma. Okay. Yeah, well, you knock that crap off. Okay. Spirits, we're looking for a Jeannie Corey, which is Jim Santo's aunt. Jeannie Corey. Okay. Jeannie, are you here? Jeannie Corey, are you here? If you're here, can you play some music again? Jeannie Corey, are you here? Do you want to talk to Jim Santo? You're his aunt? No, sounds like she's here. Jim, you want to ask Jeannie anything? I said a lot of times they're easier to come through than sometimes the ones we really want. I don't know if your mom was a disbeliever. Jeannie, can you talk? Do you want to say anything to your nephew? Jeannie, Jim said that they all miss you. He wants to relay that. He said that she's my mom's sister. Yep, I get that, Jim. Jeannie, you want to say anything to Jim? Jeannie? Trying to talk, I think. Okay, and we're looking for a Catherine Santo, which is Jim Santo's grandmother. Catherine Santo, can you come forward? Catherine Santo, can you come forward? I have your grandson here. James Santo. Catherine Santon, I have your grandson here. If you can play some music, Catherine Santo, I have your grandson, James Santo, here. See how that's moving? You can tell they're there.
Six.
Now that wasn't very nice. You need to stop calling names, hey.
66.
Yeah.
Oh, see.
You already called us? I have two middle fingers too. I shouldn't say any things like that, but uh, Catherine Santo, your grandson is here. James Santo, can you come forward, please? They can be rude. I put them in their place. I'm not going to be talked to like that. Like I said, not afraid of them. I've dealt with this all my life. They can go, you know where. Yeah, they can stuff it too. So, Catherine Santo, I've got your grandson here. Can you come forward, please? Yeah, it is funny. You got to take it with a grain of salt. You know, that's life. As I said, there are ones our loved ones too. No different if they're alive or deceased. Same thing. They got an attitude, you're going to get it right back. That's the way I feel. Catherine Santo, I've got your grandson. Can you come forward, please? Catherine Santo, can you hear me? Please come forward. I've got your grandson, James Santo. If you're present, can you play some music for me, please? Jim said, Grandma, I always think about you. You helped raise me. He wants to talk to you. Grandma, he loves you. You were his babysitter? Oh boy, I'm so sure the story she can tell. Grandma spoiled kids. Catherine Santo, calling Catherine Santo. I got your grandson here, James. Come on, honey, you got to come through. He wants to talk to you. There's a reason. Can you play some music if you're here? Yeah, they always do spoil it. I never knew either one of my grandparents, but I can imagine. Jeannie Corey, are you here yet? Jeannie Corey, if you're here yet, can you play some music? Jeannie Corey, are you here yet? Can you play some music, Jeannie Corey, if you're here yet, honey? Jeannie, please come forward again. Are you here yet? Calling Jeannie Corey. Jeannie Corey, if you're here yet, Jim Santo is here, wants to talk to you. We had a lot of work today finding you three ladies. Judy Santo, Jeannie Corey, and Catherine Santo. We're looking for all three of you. James Santo's here to talk to all three. We know a lot of jibber jabber. Come on, you girls. Are any of you here? If you are, play some music. Are you all quiet? Ladies, are you here?
What are you reading?
Well, you're not a lady. Aunt Jeannie, Jim wants to know, do you like the children's library room that was dedicated in your name? You were a special needs teacher? Jeannie Corey, they built a library, children's library room in your name. Do you like the room dedicated in your name? If so, can you play some music? Jeannie Corey, did you know there's a room dedicated in your name? Jeannie Corey, there's a room dedicated in your name because you worked with special needs kids. That's quite the accomplishment. I should know. I got two autistic kids. It's a lot of work. You're to be commended for that. Jeannie, are you going to come forward? Calling Jeannie Corey. Come forward, please. You don't have to be shy. Can you play some music to let us know you're here? You did already. Okay, you guys knock it off. Okay, Judy Santo, I have your son here. Can you please come forward and talk to your son, James Santo? Judy Santo, I'm calling Judy Santo. Please come forward.
For employee. Number of minutes.
Okay, we're going to look for a Margaret Corey as well. That was Jim Santo's other grandmother, Margaret Corey. Can you come forward? Margaret Corey, can you please come forward? I have your grandson here, James Santo. Calling Margaret Corey. No, it's fine, Jim. Because I have a feeling that they're standing there listening. I can tell this thing is just moving. When I stop talking, it's moving. So I know they're there. I'm afraid that they just don't. I'm afraid that they just don't believe in me. They're afraid to talk to me. I think that's what's going on. I know they're there. That's the problem. Yep. Can you tell me, did they not believe in psychic mediums, Jim? Anybody else that's listening to this or watching it live, Jim is typing. I don't know if you can see that or not. I put it on to check it. But some people don't believe in psychic mediums for their religion or whatever. But I'm asking Jim, and he's going to type back to me. Did they not believe in psychic mediums, Jim?
Erica.
Okay, Jim said he was the only one interested in paranormal. So, but I have a feeling these ladies are standing off in a group. Like I said, I get my stuff on my left-hand side of my body for some reason, but I think they're all gathered over here, and they're hesitant to answer me. They would not have believed. Okay, but I think they're here because I can tell. Looking at this. Yeah, I've got other ones answering. They would not have believed. Okay, but I think they're here. And they're standing there watching, and they don't understand. A gentleman I did last week too, his person came through, and he said verbally that he didn't understand what was going on, that we were talking to them or how we were talking to this guy. Yeah, because of religious reasons, Jim's just said. And that's the thing, they don't get it because they're old school. So, and that's why these people that Jim is asking me to pull through obviously have passed away. Not his mother. I don't know his aunt when she passed away. I'm sure it was it like 5 or 6, 7 years before your mother passed away? Your aunt passed away, Jim? Is that right? A few years before your mother? Your Jeannie, did she pass away a few years before your mother? That's what I'm picking up, like 5 to 7 years before your mother? 1993? Okay, she's trying to talk to me. Yeah, your mom. I know you when your mom died. Was there somebody else that passed away 5 years before your mom? Somebody else in your family? Somebody's like hit me in the head over here. Somebody's like pounding on me. Is there somebody else in the family that you know passed away like 5 years before your mom? Yeah, they're really giving me a headache. Whoever's doing this. Okay. Oh, hear the spirit. He goes, huh? Well, you wouldn't know, spirit, who it is. That's Jim's family. Mm, that's yep. That's Judy Santo. Can you tell me who passed away in the family 5 years before you? Can you come through and tell me? Her uncle? Yeah, 'cause I'm picking up there's somebody that passed away 5 years before that, before your mom did.
Things
There's
were
some,
told.
there was somebody else in between there, between the women. That's what I'm picking up, but I can't get their name. It's like they block me sometimes. Hmm. And it's like these people that don't believe, that's what they do. They block me. And obviously you've got three of them that are standing together and that's what they do. Her uncle, yeah. So I'm getting there's a fourth person in there, but he's like giving me a headache on this side of my head. That's what he's doing. Yep. See, there we go. Somebody just confirmed it. There was someone else. Uncle Don. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there was another person. Okay. So one of them just confirmed it playing music, Jim. Yeah. Spirits, do you know who it was? Was it Jim's Uncle Don that passed away? 'Cause they just played some music, Jim. Yeah. Is Jim's Uncle Don here? Can you talk to me? Is that you butting in? What was his name? Do you remember his last name? Oh God, he's really giving me a headache. Yep. So whoever that is butting in and playing music. Patricia Nolan, hear him? That's him butting in. Ever who that guy is? Patricia Nolan. That's your aunt. Another aunt. Patricia Nolan. Don.
And
He just said N. I couldn't even spit it out. He's reading it. Jim, did you hear that? N. Don, is that you that's here? That's got to be your uncle that's been doing this, Jim. Jesus. Okay, that's your uncle that's here. God. Don. He said N. He must have been reading it or saying it off the screen. Don Namney. He's here. Okay. Did you hear it on my Bluetooth? That's the one. He's giving me a headache. Yep. Don Namey, you're here? That's the one. Okay. So he must have had different beliefs than your mother. Yep. So he was the one, he had different beliefs than your mother. That's why he came through. So that's why I tell people a lot of times I don't know who's going to come through. Uncle Don, Jim says hi. He just played music. There we go. Okay, that was your uncle. He didn't have any kids, did he? I'm picking up he didn't have any kids. Jim, do you know if he had any kids? What's that, Don? Don, you want to talk to us?
Back in the
Back in the what? I know he's
Carl.
now he's talking. There we go. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. He was talking to me. He told me he didn't have any kids. He's like a loner. Oh, that's he was talking to me up here. Don, Don, you want to try to talk so we can hear you? That's why I have this Bluetooth. Yeah, he kept himself. He's like a loner, but he didn't have any kids by himself. He's telling me that. Interesting. Yeah, that's he just told me that. Pretty interesting. He was the one that kept butting in. Okay. Okay, that was him again. Don, if you want to talk, go ahead. Took care of your great grandmother. Well, what a nice guy. Yeah, I get what you mean by that. Don, you want to say hi to James Santo? He's here. Yeah, I know you've been listening. Interesting, huh? So that's why I said, Jim, you never know who's going to come through. Your mother and all the ladies are standing over here. They're just listening and watching. Just so you know. Yeah. Free.
Okay.
Don, you're free. You sure are. It seems like you always were, but you're kind of yourself.
Man.
Jim said you're a character. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna try to call your grandmother, Margaret Corey. Yeah. Don, you feel free to talk anytime you want, okay? I know you will. Now that you can communicate with us. Um, Margaret Corey, you're Jim Santo's grandmother. If you can come through, honey, please come forward. Margaret Corey? Yeah, he did if he took care of his great grandmother. By himself, he didn't have any other family, did he? That was his sister? Okay. I have a hard time connecting the dots. You know better than I do. That was really nice. A lot of times family won't do that, will they? Well, Don, you were a nice guy. Did you hear that? He played some music. He wasn't into material things, he said just now. No, that's what you just told me. No, that's what you told me up here. He wasn't into material things. Nope. He was into other things. He was like a free spirit. Oh, yeah. Don, you can talk either out through my speaker here, or he's been talking to me here as I've been getting obviously the information, but some of them are used to that. Margaret Corey was
Caretaker.
there he goes. Hear him? Good job, Don. He said caretaker. Do you hear that? Yeah. We're listening, Don. Go ahead and talk. You were a caretaker, and you're be commended for doing that for your sister. James is here. We're listening, honey. Go ahead. You did a good job taking care of your sister.
Portion.
Somebody came through that you never expected, did you?
Percent.
Yeah, that's for sure. Too funny. Hey, Don, I have a question for you. Have you been talking to um, other people? You can say yes or no, or play some music to confirm for yes. Have you been talking to other real people, live people that are not deceased? Have you been talking to other people? Don, have you been talking to other people like me? If that's a yes, you can play some music or say yes. Jim, we're going to do another YouTube, okay? If you want, because I think we can probably bring some more people forward to try to bring your mom forward again because I think she's still standing over here. They're standing in a group. Don, have you talked to other people other than me?
Let's tip.
I thought he said a name. Did you understand that, Jim? Sounds like Liz. I'm going to have to go back and listen to that. He said something. I couldn't understand what he said. Don, have you talked to anybody else like me? I know you're deceased. Have you talked to anybody else like me before? If that's a yes, can you play some music for me, Don?
Before we.
Yes, you have or no?
Now where?
About where? I take that as a no. Am I the first person you've talked to, like a psychic medium? Can you say yes or no, Don? You're doing pretty good talking. Don, am I the first person you've talked to for a psychic medium? Don, am I the first person you've talked to? Can you play some music to confirm that I'm the first person you've talked to? He might be getting tired, Jim. Yeah, he's very talkative, isn't he? That's I said, some of them learn how to talk real fast and some of them just don't. It takes them a while. Sometimes it takes some of them an hour to learn to talk.
Doors and argument.
What's that?
For employee.
40/40? What's that?
No.
No, that was someone else. There's a couple of spirits coming through. Don, did you get tired? Your energy's getting tired? I think we're losing him, Jim. That's what I think. Uncle Don, Jim says he's looking at your picture right now in your mother's room. In his mother's room, I apologize. In his mother's room. He's looking at your picture right now. Do you like that? Do you like that he's looking at your picture right now? If you like that, can you play some music? Can you try? Is that okay? Yeah? Okay. He said, yeah. He said, yeah. Got that out of him. Interesting. Okay. Is there anything else you want to ask him, Jim? You said you can see that they're still there. They're just not saying anything. Okay. Well, we got somebody to come through that we didn't expect. We got Jim's Uncle Don. Then I had it was getting a pounding on my head, which I'm sure he was getting my attention because Jim, I don't think knew about it. I had a feeling that there was somebody there, and well, now what? They locked up my phone. Okay, you guys messed with my phone. They sure did. They just turned it green. Okay, who's playing with this? Someone's playing with my box. Is that bizarre? They just locked it up. Okay, that's bizarre. Okay, that's Syrian for. Okay, what'd you say, Don? Jim wants to know how is Sido. That's Syrian for grandmother. Don, do you know how Sido is? Is she okay? If she's okay, can you play some music for her, okay? Don?
They're done it.
I don't think that was him. I don't think that's his voice. I think
I'm almost.
I think he's gone right now, Jim. I think he's out of energy. I feel like he's gone. I don't think he's here. Don, are you here? Can you play some music, Don, if you're here? Don, are you still here? Can you play some music? I think he's gone, Jim. But I know the other ladies are standing up over here. I can feel them. I think what we'll do is I think we're going to end the session right now. And I think we'll have Jim back again because he had a lot of people he wanted to get out and bring forward. And his mother, his grandmother, and aunt, they came in for a very short period of time. And I picked up on a fourth person that was beating me up here and came through. And this was Uncle Don that he had kind of didn't have a clue on it, but came through and talked. So what we'll do is we'll set up another session with Jim Santo and have another session with it. Hopefully we can get his face on here, right, Jim? So yeah, he'd love to come back. But we're going to figure out how to get him on here because I tried last week to get a couple people on here too, so we can have side by side. And either something's blocking them from coming on, or it's my end or something with technical difficulties. I think everybody knows how that goes. So, and we'll have to work out what Jim's schedule because Jim has 2 little kids and a wife at home. So we'll have to figure this out. But it's been a pleasure having Jim on, and Spirits too. Thank you. And Don, thank you for showing up. And Judy and Jeannie and Catherine and Margaret and everybody. I want you to come forward next time, Spirits, and nobody or nothing else can come through. So, Jim, we'll set something up again, right? And I'll text you and figure it out. But everybody that's going to watch or has been watching, thank you very much. And please subscribe. And I appreciate you liking it and watching it. Jim, we'll talk to you soon, okay? Thank you, everybody. Take care.